What is happening, people? Liverpool profit back again with another video. What can I say? We are all buzzing at the moment, and rightly so. Wirtz is on the verge of becoming a Liverpool player. Yes, you heard it right. Wirtz is on the verge of being a Liverpool player. Becoming a Liverpool player, should I say. Who would have thought this? Never in a million years did I think I would be sat here saying that Florian Wirtz is going to become a Liverpool footballer. Never would I have sat here and thought that. Honestly, I cannot believe this. I'm genuinely sat here in shock that we have actually moved and gotten one of the best young talent in Europe at the minute. I'm genuinely sat here shocked. I can't believe this transfer is on the cusp of happening, and I'm genuinely lost for words on this. I was so sure that when Wirtz rejected Manchester City, it was to tell Bayern Munich that he wanted to join Liverpool. That Liverpool was that. I was so sure when Wirtz rejected Manchester City, it was because he had told them he wanted to join Bayern Munich because his preference was to stay in Germany. I knew Liverpool were interested, but I thought, okay, we're here, but we're only here because we're probably doing it for PR to look good in front of the fans and all that. That's the only reason I thought we had even inquired about Wirtz. Then it comes out that we are genuinely interested in the guy, and I think, okay, it's between us and Bayern Munich, but he's still going to choose Bayern Munich because of his preferred destination being in Germany. How shocked was I to hear that Wirtz had actually chosen Liverpool. He'd actually chosen to join Liverpool Football Club over Bayern Munich. I couldn't believe this. Genuinely. Now, the reason that he apparently chose Liverpool was because he wanted a new change in scenery, which is odd because all the journalists in Germany were telling us, that he wanted to stay in Germany and be at Bayern Munich, which obviously now looks like it is a bit of BS, to be fair. It looks like the German media were trying to push the move to Bayern Munich, but the reason he chose Liverpool was apparently he met up with Bayern Munich and he was a bit upset that he said that their standards were pretty low. They didn't meet the criteria that he felt he deserved, that he wanted, to be fair. So basically, what he's trying to say is Bayern don't have no standards. They were offering me a deal that was way below what I feel I'm worth. So I chose Liverpool as they have shown more ambition, which is very shocking. Who on earth would have thought that John W. Henry would show more ambition than Bayern Munich's owner? It's crazy. Crazy work, guys. Absolutely insane. It is insane, but look, I think a key factor here is that Wirtz actually wants to join Liverpool. He actually wants to join. Like, we have had to put up with the Caicedo deal being on the verge of happening, and then last minute being rejected by the money hungry guy because he wanted a bigger payday at Chelsea. We got rejected by Lavia, who literally joined Chelsea out of spite because he felt that Liverpool had screwed him around too much in that window. So he went and joined Chelsea out of spite. Got rejected by Zubu last summer, the defensive midfielder who's now at Arsenal. He rejected Liverpool because he wanted to go to Arsenal. So the amount of rejections we've had to put up with the last couple of years. Bellingham as well. Even though I don't rate Bellingham, before he went to Real Madrid, we were linked heavily with him as well. Agent Trent and all that. The amount of rejections we've had to put up with over the years because of players either being money hungry or joining other clubs out of spite is insane. It's insane. We've had to suffer a lot of heartache in the transfer window last couple of years. So now to have a top talent like Wirtz actually wanting to join Liverpool, it's very refreshing. Very, very refreshing in my opinion. And it makes me very happy because it shows that Liverpool are still one of the biggest clubs in England. We know that. We are the biggest in England, but we are still one of the biggest clubs globally, commercially, and worldwide. And for a long time, we were not acting like that in the transfer window. Actually, we haven't actually acted like that in the transfer window. I'll correct myself. Last summer, 0 signings. Summer before that, we got 3 signings in, yeah, but we let Henderson and Fabinho goals, so we weakened ourselves inexplicably by doing that. So, summer before that, Nunes, that's it. Summer before that, no one. Summer before that, okay, we got Thiago Jota in. That is probably one of the best ones in recent years. Summer before that, nothing. Last time we spent real big was 18-19. So we haven't acted like a big club in years. And it looks like finally this summer window, we are acting like a huge club again. And the owners have pulled their finger out, which is great to see. And I'm very happy about this. I am over the moon that we are going to sign Florian Wirtz. Now, this begs the question now. Well, this puts to bed the narrative that Liverpool have got no pull. For years, we've had to hear people say to us that you lot have got no pull. You lot are a little man club, from United fans, from Chelsea fans, from the Chelsea fans specifically. Ever since they got the Caicedo Lavia thing done, we're apparently no pull FC. Well, Wirtz wants to join. Frimpong wanted to join. So, how's that for no pull FC? Honestly, this narrative that we had no pull is going to get put to bed real quick once this Wirtz deal happens. Everyone is going to be mouth open on the floor, shocked at this deal. Literally, this is going to end any sort of rubbish narrative that we don't have no pull, no one wants to join Liverpool, because that's all it is. The only reason we lost out on them players was because of their own greed, because they wanted to go for the money. That's the only reason, literally, that we lost out on Caicedo. Literally, because we went for the money. There was no other reason. It wasn't because Chelsea are a bigger club, because we know they're not. They're a little man club compared to Liverpool. We know they're not a bigger club than us. We know they can't offer him better stability. The only thing they can offer you really better than Liverpool is higher wages and higher pay. And that is what they did. And that is why Caicedo joined. Nothing to do with being a bigger club and all that. Literally, we just have been targeting the wrong type of players for the last couple of years. We haven't targeted the right type of player with the right mindset. A player who wants to win over someone who wants the money. And it looks like now we've done that. And you're seeing that we have pull. We are Liverpool Football Club. Of course we have pull. You're telling me the biggest club in England ain't going to have no pull? It's absolute rubbish. Wirtz wants to join Liverpool. He wants to join Liverpool. With Frimpong wanted to join Liverpool. So what do you mean we don't have no pull? Get the hell out of here with that rubbish, man. We have got pull. And a little something that I was thinking about is, it seems to me like the owners seem a lot more confident to back Arne Slot in the window than they did with Klopp now. For years, us Liverpool fans said that Klopp was undermined at Liverpool, that he wasn't given the money to build a proper team. He was forced to work with scraps and all that. He didn't get no money in the transfer window, but he still kept us competitive with what he had at his disposal, which was really nothing. It was a joke, really, the amount of money that Klopp was given. It was a disgrace. A manager like that being treated like that was a disgrace. But now I'm looking at Slot being backed in the window. Well, being backed in this window with a couple of players. And it does make me wonder now, because on a couple of occasions, Klopp did come out and say he prefers to work with a smaller club, a smaller squad. Now, at the time, we all thought he was just, defending the owners, sticking up for them. But what if Klopp was actually happy to work with a small squad and he didn't want signings, which is why we didn't get much in the window? Maybe FSG were willing to spend the money, but Klopp just wanted to work with a small squad. It's definitely got me thinking about that aspect now, because I think it is very possible that Jurgen was very happy and actually wanted a smaller squad because he felt more comfortable with that rather than having a superstar team. It's definitely an interesting perspective, because Slot being backed more than Klopp ever was. It's a very interesting take, because it does make me wonder, what if Klopp was happy with the small squad? Obviously, you can see Slot, he ain't going to be happy with a small squad. He wants signings, he wants to build the best team he possibly can, and he is, what should I say, and this is promising stuff, very promising. Wirtz is on the cusp of a here we go. Frimpong is here. Kerkez will probably be next from what I'm reading, and after that, all we need is that striker. Just get that striker, man. Get that striker, then we'll have Wirtz, we'll have Frimpong, we'll have Kerkez. Can you guys imagine a window with Wirtz, Frimpong, Kerkez, Alvarez? we are going to absolutely cook with them for. That for me would be a dream window in my opinion. You've got a striker there, you've got a attacking midfielder, a fake nine, you've got a right back, a left back. We are going to cook. That then is all the old blood gone. You've got players like Robertson gone out the squad, Trent obviously gone, Nunes gone. Out with the old, in with the new, and that then is us set for the next 4 or 5 years. With this window here, if FSG do it right, they can actually play a blinder here, because if they spend this summer, that's us set for the next 4 or 5 years. If we spend big this summer, get our players in what we need, that's us not needing to spend money again for another 4 or 5 years. And I know deep down that this is what the owners are doing, because I know FSG are sly mugs. They are definitely spending big this summer, so that next summer and the year after that, we won't have to spend for another good 4 or 5 years. This is all part of the game, but hey, whatever, man. As long as they spend big this summer, I don't care, because we'll then be set for another 4 or 5 years, and then we'll see what happens then. But Florian Wirtz to Liverpool on the cusp of a here we go. Player is keen on the move. We are speeding up negotiations. We're confident it's going to get done. Let's freaking go, man. Florian Wirtz to Liverpool. I can't believe I'm saying them words. It feels surreal. But let me know down in the comments, guys. What do we think about this? I am buzzing personally, but you lot let me know down below. Peace out. I'll speak to you guys soon. Liverpool Profit out.